So this is my Honda Grom clone. This is my ZS212, and I recently added, I'm trying to shove my face under here. I got a third motor mount mounted to this thing now. It's the same mount I meant to use on the 125, and you can kind of make it work. You know, you got to drill some extra holes so you don't get like the full 4 coverage. And if you notice, I don't know if you guys can see it, I got a pair of extra holes in here. It's because this install did not go as planned. Which I know what you're thinking, a Lucky Aces install video that didn't go as planned, color me surprised. I am just as shocked as you guys are. So if you've ridden one of these Grom clones, and I'm not sure how like the actual Grom or the Z125 is, these little single-cylinder horizontal engines, they kind of vibrate a little bit. On the 125, it really didn't bother me all that much, so I didn't really worry about the motor mount, which a lot of people say it's helpful in reducing broken engine mount bolts as well. Which I had my 125 engine in here for right about 385 miles. I never experienced that, but I don't really ride this bike too hard, sort of. You kind of can't help but go wide open on these things because they're so low powered. I'm just curious how many of these guys breaking these bolts are doing it because they're stunting these things, popping, you know, sick nooners, and bringing the front up and slamming it down a bunch of times. Seems like that would kind of have an effect on it, you know? But when I went to this 212, I upgraded the engine mounting bolts to 3/8, which is what everybody recommends. Recommend doing that with a 125 also. And it definitely vibrated more than the 125. It's definitely noticeable. And adding this third motor mount definitely helped. And I'm not feeling anywhere near the vibrations I was before I put this mount on. Mainly in the handlebars. That's been the main difference. One thing I did notice that was about the same was my mirror, and that's actually a cheap bar end. The pair ran under $20, and I stuck a convex spot mirror on there to give me a wider angle view. So I don't know, I'm kind of getting what I'm paying for with that thing. I went cheap on it, so I'm not surprised that it's still sitting there shimmy, shimmy, shaking. I want to say this helped with the vibrations on the seat. I'm trying to decide if I'm feeling a little bit more or a little bit less than what it was before. Because it does kind of seem when this bike is in the higher RPMs, I still get like a little, let's just say a little, if I was a girl, I'd ride this bike all the time. You know, if you get what I'm meaning. I'm still annoyed that the install didn't work out, because I had the first part recorded, like the testing, the marking the holes, all that was done. That whole thing was edited too, so all I had to do was enlarge the holes, mount it up to the bike, and that's when I ran into the little hitch. That's when everything derailed, because the part that attaches to the frame is a 2-piece, so it kind of clamps on to the little tube on the frame there. Well, if you just have the part with the mounting plate, the front part, everything clears just fine. But when you add the second, the little back piece, the part that the mounting plate bolts to, there's a tiny little bit of steel at the end of the frame that doesn't clear, so you can't bring it fully up. So that means the 2 original holes I made weren't going to work. And I thought about buying a new bracket, but I said to heck with this. And we just measured over like 3/4 of an inch, drilled 2 new holes, and at that point I was just kind of fed up, and I said to heck with it, just bolted the thing on there. And it seems to work pretty good though. So I might be able to salvage some of that footage, because I did record the part where it didn't work. And I could probably post some after pictures to kind of, you know, show you what it's supposed to look like. So if you guys want to see at least like the beginning part, just let me know and I might be able to do something with that. I'm going to hang on to that footage just in case. But if you're riding one of these Grom clones and you're sick of those good vibrations, I definitely recommend the third motor mount. And if you got one of these Grom clones and want to up your engine size, this one's got a 212 4-valve in it. I would definitely recommend that as well, because you're going to get a lot more usability out of these bikes, man. Oh my gosh. I'm falling in love all over again. That is smoke. That must be where they're going. Not to be too terribly nosy, but that's where I'm going too. Which, I'll be honest with you, that's my house that's on fire. I'm going to be kind of frustrated. To say the least. my other bikes are in there, not to mention, you know, the physical house. I don't swear a lot on the channel, but this would definitely be a swearing situation. And I kind of see the smoke billowing above the trees, to be perfectly honest with you, just based on kind of where it is. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and turn here. The smoke in that general vicinity over there. Holy crap. Well, it's not my house, so that's something. But that is definitely somebody who's not having a very good day. Yeah, they are not having a good day. Ooh, goodness gracious. So, anywho, I'm kind of at a loss where I'm at now. That thing, that really kind of threw the whole thing off just a little bit. But doing like the engine swap and working on this bike, it makes me like it more and more. And it kind of reminds me of the first time I ever rode this bike. And if you want to see my first impressions on this thing, you can check that video out right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya.